We're only getting started.
Hello. We are currently existing today. I'm a little sick, so I'm probably gonna sound like shit, but I don't know what else you can expect. So today we are playing Not for Broadcast. I want to mention I have played this game before, like several times. It's a very fun game. I like it a lot personally. I'm gonna move this real quick over here. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, I have played this game before. So it's nothing new to me. Nothing new to me. Might be new for you guys. I'm not sure. But not for me. So I actually have to move my shit up here because it's one of those games. Actually, no. Alright, now I actually gotta keep it down here. Because I don't know, one of the screens is gonna be up here. You need to be able to see what's going on and such. But yeah. So it's just one of those types of things. I personally love this game, so it's really up to you guys what you guys think. I might play it more often. So, yeah. I do want to mention there is swearing in this game. There's swearing, there's, you can't actually see it, they blur it all out, but there's some nudity, and it's not political in a way in our universe, it's political in their universe, it's a lot of stuff going on, but it's really not that bad, personally, I don't think it's very bad.
Still vassals, slaves were just in prettier cages.
We're only getting started. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
So, yeah, just one moment. I'm just making sure everything's all checked out.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see it. The people never happy. It's never enough. I cannot believe you, Ellen.
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
Juggle!
We're still vassals, slaves were just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
Just give me a bit. It's a little hard to try and get all of this going.
And neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see it. The people never happy. It's never enough. I cannot believe you, Ellen.
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
Juggle!
We're still vassals, slaves were just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see it. The people never happy. It's never enough. I cannot believe you, Ellen.
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
Juggle!
We're still vassals, slaves were just in prettier cages.
Alright, I think I got it.
We're only getting
There we go.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Alright, there we go. We're all good now. We figured it out. So, I don't know if it's even like followed. It contains major spoilers. I don't remember that being in the game. Okay, nudity, oppression. Okay, so you can't see below police brutality, but there's also suicide, violence, and war in this. So just keep that in mind. It's from what I remember playing, it's really like not a huge thing. It's mainly just mentions. I haven't gotten all of the endings, so I'm still in the dark with a lot of stuff. So you guys gotta keep that in mind here. So we will see what happens. Let's see. Did it keep any of my stuff? It did! Oh, that's great. That is wonderful.
We're only getting started.
Alright, we ready? We're ready.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Alright, and I don't have any of these, so we're gonna... There we go. We're gonna do... Yeah, we'll stick with this.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Fun. Sweet. Oh, there it is.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, now, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards to...
You guys can't see it down here, but actually there's... There you go. There's some buttons down there that I have to press just to change this screen, so don't worry about it.
Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Sure, that'll work.
Right, the tapes are loaded and we're all ready for when we get to the first ad break. That's great. Any second now, you should be getting a signal through from the studio. Stay on your toes, mate. It's election night, so all eyes are on this room. We do not want to get fired. When you get the signal, select screen one with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Corn and mayonnaise?
You don't see if you make me play out in costume.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going 5, 4.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawes. Johnson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, well, all good. Next thing is going to be the throw to the news titles on screen too. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
He's totally independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleys wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to advance football
I don't want to talk too much so you guys can still hear the game.
to say on their historic
Right, button two in 3, 2, 1. Lovely, mate. Next thing is the throwback to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Alright.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win.
We got this.
A bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's
Oh.
flashing or your scroll wheel to move
I forgot about that.
down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting.
Oh, I see. Okay.
When it reaches
It's been a few months since I've actually played this game, so there's a lot of mechanics that I forgot about.
I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
to hear the co-leader's acceptance.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody. Jeremy.
Nice.
After the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late. I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. It's alright, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship. No.
You're so mean to Jeremy. I love Jeremy personally.
First ad break is doing great, mate, but this is where it starts getting a bit trickier.
Alright, hold on. Subtitles. Let me see. They're on. Let me see if I can make them a little smaller so you guys can see. Let's see what that looks like.
This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things in.
So I'm still in the way a little bit. So let me see.
Interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste.
Is this better?
3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for
Hold on, let me fix it.
at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot.
There we go.
Pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3.
That looks much better. So you guys can still read it.
A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
This guy sounds fun.
Quiet in the studio.
This guy's fucking crazy.
Thank you so much. 10 seconds, everybody.
Alright.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
Okay.
star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his
joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blundercatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear.
Go to 3, go to 3.
That being with you here today is a long...
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
There we go.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the wrap, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was.
I want to make sure you guys can hear it. I'm sorry. I have no idea if you guys can actually hear what this is saying. Let's see if that'll help. I don't know if there's anybody watching, but if it's too quiet, I would appreciate just like a quick like, hey, it's not working. So I just want to make sure. Let me just confirm. All right. Let's see if we can hear it.
Departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man.
There's no way my voice changer has been on the whole time. It fucking has.
Shit. Okay, I fixed it. Jesus fucking Christ. I am so sorry. I did not realize my voice changer was on this whole time. Was not supposed to be like that. Fucking, I didn't even see if it was loud enough. I gotta make sure this is all good. Hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, sure, yeah. What? Oh, hello. Welcome to the shit show. Sorry, I'm trying to fix some shit. I accidentally had voice changer on this whole time, and I gotta make sure it's, you know, not on anymore. That I don't turn it off. Yeah, sure, install it. Yes, I accept. Please. I would appreciate it. We're getting there. Okay, yes. Please launch it so I can, you know, not be in a wacky ass voice. Oh. We're getting there. Alright, hello. Sorry, I'm trying to... Julie. Okay, here we go. How did that even happen? Alright. There we go. Okay, hopefully that's fixed up. Oh God, I'm praying it is. So, I just need to know if the game is like maybe too loud or too quiet, specifically too quiet. So we'll see how it goes. Here we go. This is only the beginning of the game. Ah, shit.
I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards.
Okay, that's good.
Those 3 little statues do take quite a place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan.
Excuse me. Sorry, I'm a little sick.
Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, doesn't it? Giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming...
Hope you're on sick soon. I will try my best.
This historic election result.
I think it's just like a little cold, so it's not too bad.
Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think...
Like I said, it's been a while since I've played this game, so there's some things that I may have forgotten.
Strive to not fuck things up.
There we go.
He did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the brain.
There we go.
I've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
There we go.
Cool, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit tricky this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
You think I don't know that?
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
Easy peasy.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Such a crazy commercial.
Lovely, mate. Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time push upwards.
You told me, but I didn't listen. Doctor. I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
I remember messing up this
Right, now let's match
this
it
stuff
back.
sometimes.
Downwards.
The frequency can be annoying sometimes, I remember.
The sterility. This formula, this is the key.
Bloody perfect, mate.
There we go. Alright, now that I got through that section, I already said it in the beginning, but obviously some people weren't there at that point. There are some trigger warnings with this game. I have not seen all of them, but they do have like a little list somewhere. It's in the main menu. But to explain, there is in a way, it's kind of political in this universe. They don't like make it a whole real life situation type thing. They don't relate it to our real life. But it is political in a little bit of ways. There is moments where you see police brutality. You can see suicide in one of the endings, but I will try to avoid that ending at all costs. So you don't see him actually die, but it's mentioned briefly. There's death, there is nudity, but it's completely blurred out by the game, so we don't have to worry about that. There is shit, what's it called? miscarriages, we don't see that on screen, only brief mentions. There's swearing, obviously. It has a lot of stuff that's mainly only mentioned. It's kind of stepped upon once or twice, but that's about it. But there are some things that you do see, like I said, some police brutality. There's blood. So you see some people fighting and passing out and such. But it's not bad. You could tell that it's fake. So, just a brief warning for people who are sensitive to that. It doesn't come in until much later in the game, so we don't really have to worry about that right now. But once we get towards that part, I will mention it again, because some of the stuff it's in every playthrough. So, like I said, I will mention it once it gets towards those parts. Just in case people need to worry about it. But like I said, I have not gotten every ending. I've only got like 2 or 3, and there's like 8 endings. But like I said, it's been many months since I've played it, so I don't remember a lot of stuff. So there are times where I might not be able to help you guys in warnings. So please keep that in mind. Just for future reference, because I am planning on playing this game again in the future. So I thought that would be good to touch on now before it's too late.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Yeah, this one right here.
Right, I guess
There
I
we
better
go.
explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you
Yes,
will
sir.
notice, the broadcast screen here is about 2 seconds behind the master screen.
Excuse me.
If someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the space bar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you go by eye,
Easy
you have
peasy.
to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
Alright. So yeah, that's basically the tutorial. The only reason I'm not talking so much is so you guys can hear all this stuff.
You've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
There's going to be overlapping audio. Keep that in mind.
Told we can now go live to advance headquarters, where their 2 leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Oh shit, he's pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Go for it, Pat. Okay, well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard
There we
trick
go.
against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about
There we
that.
go.
A couple of celebratory pints makes me coarser than a granny's fanny. Coarser than a
Memorably
granny's...
put.
Nailed it.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change.
I do love this game because it's very much a your choice matters game. I love games like that. They're very entertaining because what I choose changes the ending.
For the rich, for them the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating.
They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know this sort of probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds.
I love games. Me too. I think they're very fun. Like games like Until Dawn and Little Hope and such. They're very fun. I wish they could make more games like that.
You want him back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twat.
Ah shit, I missed it.
Pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose
That was an accident.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well,
Interesting.
second speech there from the leaders of Advance, and our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully, we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now.
There we go.
Thanks for the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
More boring politics then?
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. See you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Alright, just to give a quick explanation, in case nobody understands. Basically, this party got elected, and this party is trying to stop rich people from leaving, because what they're doing is they're going to take the money from rich people, and they're going to distribute it to other people, basically. They're going to take all the rich people's money, and they're going to give it out to other people. And to stop rich people from leaving, all passports are being taken away. They cannot leave the country. It's basically impossible. They've trapped them, basically, is the best way to put it. So obviously that's gonna I'm very sure that's gonna cause some problems. Excuse me. Ah, shit.
Select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page. Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid and how much wealth you have overall.
Fun.
The bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care?
So I'm poor as fuck right now. That's a nice way of putting it. Yeah, let me hide it so you can see. That's the channel, and obviously this is the government. So it really depends on what I do. So obviously the company loves me. The government barely knows I exist at the moment. Excuse me.
There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Click on it now. Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
I think this is the right one because it's British. So this definitely is today. Yeah. Just to get through it. Yeah. So basically this is what it looked like to people.
With an astonishing 81% of the popular vote, is the biggest election win.
Okay. I like looking at rushes because you can see what everybody's doing. This is what I can choose from. Let's listen to this real quick. I know I have an idea of what we can listen to. Let's see.
These aren't my cards. Please tell me. These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
But this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
I know. I think they think you won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to one beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin, bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
We're gonna cut through real quick. So once we get towards the movie, we get to hear what he's saying when he walks away.
Get the car,
Mr. Blunt.
Take a look.
Here we go.
And we're out.
Rob, get the car,
Mr. Blundercatch.
No! I'm shutting this down. What kind of operation are you people running?
Mr. Blundercatch, I understand you're upset, but we can...
You don't know the half of it. Rob! I'll be at the Dorset. Send up a bottle of scotch and a whole ham. It's in my contract.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had to. I had to. Oh, go on then. Say it.
What?
I told you so.
Your hair looked nice.
See, this is why you're single.
Here we go. Cut through. Ah, right. I have to press that. There we go. So while they're giving their speech, we can cut to this screen and we can hear what they're saying about the whole election.
He's been drinking since...
Christ, he's a liability in the best of times.
I know. God help whoever has to bleep this. 10 seconds.
I'm sorry about the language.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. It makes me coarser than a Negronis fanny.
Memorably put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party's what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things.
No,
But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer.
Sorry. I hit you.
Perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening the
Excuse me.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of problem. You rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation...
Here, I'm going to mute it so you can hear them a little better. They got the subtitles here if you want to read what they're saying, but I like to hear what they're saying. Basically, they're news anchors, so obviously they get a good amount of money, so you can imagine why they're concerned.
Like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance.
So we get to get a good look at that. And then adverts, it's just different ads you can watch. That fun kind of stuff. Okay. So that's what we got. Okay. Day 3, an unexpected form. You arrive home to find post on the mat, most being nothing more than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you open it. It's a form from the new advanced government for asking for information on all citizens. The first page is already filled in. Your name, Alex Winston. Your spouse, Sam Winston. Your children, Charles Winston, 14, and Susie Winston, 19. Well, you muse, at least I got the basics right. Holy shit, they know who I am! The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Question 1. Upon starting a new job, you would be friendly and introduce yourself to your new co-workers. Be productive and get to work immediately. Ease yourself in and orientate yourself with your new workplace, and or reminisce with friends about old jobs, sorry. You know, I've done this a million times. I want to see what you guys want to do. We got 1, 2, 3, or 4, A, B, C, or D. I want to see what you guys pick. We got a few of these. That's how we're gonna do it. Whatever you guys want to pick. A, B, C, or D, or whatever order it is. I want to see what you guys pick. If you want me to read it over again, just let me know. I'll read them all over again. B. Be productive and get to work immediately. All right. Question 2. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now, a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would A. Help your colleague cover up their violation. B. Recommend that your colleague reports it. C. Promise your colleague that you won't tell anyone. Or D. Report the violation to your supervisor immediately. What are we thinking? We gonna cover it up or are we gonna report him? Excuse me. A. Cover up the violation? Okay. Interesting. Question 3. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Holy shit, typo. That's okay, bro. Don't worry. Me too. Alright, an entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put it in place. New targets are significantly higher than the previous ones. You would A. Leave work on time. B. Stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline. C. Leave work early and head to the pub to chat about the changes with colleagues. Or D. Leave work early and head home to see your family. What are we doing? What are we thinking? We gonna leave early? We gonna stay? Try and not get fired? Honestly, I've always done like the good ones. I've never tried doing the bad ones. That's me personally. B. Stay late to ensure you've hit the first deadline. Okay. Question 4. It's the annual company barbecue, and you and your family have been invited. You, A, are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family. B, are washing your hair that day. C, go if you're free, but wouldn't mind missing it. Or D, have been practicing with your coworkers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. Why would a company have a talent contest? That's my question. What are we doing? Yeah, it is pretty weird. I don't know why they would have a talent show. D, we're gonna win the talent show, the talent contest. All right. Shit, I fucking hope so. All right, question 5. You've had a long English. You have had a long successful career and are now about to retire. In your speech, you A, list your achievements and other good memories you have of working there. B, give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company. C, focus on issues and challenges you faced while working there. Or D, refuse to attend. Just don't show up to your retirement party. What are we gonna do? We gotta give a good speech? No? We're just not gonna go to our retirement party? Alrighty. We must be fun to work with. Question 6. In your spare time, you A, like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music or making models. B, attend political rallies and stand up for what you believe in. C, encourage and support your children in their hobbies. Or D, play in your local sports team. Who needs a speech? I know, right? Boring. Why the hell would I do that? To be fair, I'm not very good at speeches, so I probably wouldn't. Unless they put me on the spot, then I'd be screwed. What are we thinking? C, encourage and support your children with their hobbies. Hell yeah, we love being good parents. That's what really matters, being a good parent. Alright, question 7. Wow, holy shit, there's so many questions. Alright, question 7. Your ideal holiday getaway would be A, surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of the daily grind. B, exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges. C, a structured day out at a theme park, bursting with thrills and attractions for you and your family. Or D, a romantic getaway with your partner to a tropical island paradise. So we're gonna spend time with family, ourselves, or with our partner? What are we thinking? If I was a parent, I feel like it would be very difficult just leaving my kids home. Just being like, yeah. Sorry, me and your mom are going out to a whole ass island. You guys fucking suck. You're gonna stay here. B, exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges. That sounds fun, I won't lie. Ah, okay. Question 8. It is most important that the government keeps people A, safe, B, free, C, happy, or D, equal. What are we thinking? What's most important? In my personal opinion, I think what really matters is being equal. Being happy is not always a given. Being free, while there may be some problems, nobody's really truly free. Safe, while it is difficult, there's always going to be something that hurts you. But equal, that's what, in my opinion, I think that's really important. We all get treated the same. That's my personal opinion, but it's really up to you guys. Yeah, same. Okay, equal. Alright, thank you for your cooperation. Advance notes your time is valuable, and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. And we sign our name. Yippee! Day 6. We skipped 3 days. A family matter. Well, that's just concerning. Alright. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up your favorite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, Chris stammers. But I need a favor, and you're the only one I can ask. Are we going to pick no problem what's going on? Or are you okay? Should I go get Sam? So are we going to talk to him in private, or are we going to talk to Sam about it? I like they use they pronouns so you can really imagine who this person is in your mind. They don't really give an explanation. You can just imagine them. Oh, I forgot to mention there is static in this game, so if you don't like seeing static or something, just be careful. Let's do A. No problem, what's going on? Alright. You must have seen all this crazy advanced stuff. The Assets and Wealth Act, they're calling it. Taking people's hard-earned money to fund the lazy. It's bullshit. You've never seen Chris this agitated. I'm not saying the top 1%... wait, hold on, sorry. I'm not saying the top 1% or whatever don't have stupid money, Chris adds hastily, but they can afford it. People like me, we're going to lose everything. Are we going to say, that's awful, but I'm not sure how I can help. You were always the well-off one in the family. Or, I'm sorry, but taking from the rich to help the poor doesn't sound so bad. So are we going to be supportive, or are we going to be an asshole? What are we thinking? Also, if my mic is too loud, let me know. I'll turn it down. Excuse me. While you decide, I'm gonna grab water. Let's make the oh god. P, oh Jesus Christ. Okie dokie. Hold on. Alright, let's be an asshole. Remember to drink water. Alright, I'm sorry, but taking from the rich to help the poor doesn't sound so bad. Chris's eyes flash dangerously. Oh shit. You can't possibly be that naive. They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. Look, that's not why I'm here. I need to borrow your passport. Are we going to say my passport? What for? Or are we going to say my passport? I can't give you that. It's illegal. What? I swear, are we just going to be assholes to Chris? Are we going to let him leave, or are we going to force him to stay here? That is a nice suitcase, though. Chris has good taste in suitcases. It's very nice. I would grab that, personally. I'd probably grab that suitcase. I'm sticking with it. Fuck Chris. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm sorry, Chris. They've taken mine in half the bloody countries. But people always say you and I look so similar, so... Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe. But I need to go now before they freeze my account. Please, Alex. I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. If I said, okay, it's upstairs in the safe. Let me go get it and you can take it. Or, surely there's another way. It can't be that serious. What are we thinking? What are we thinking of doing? We gotta go grab it? Be an asshole and let him take it? That would basically be the equivalent of somebody looking at you and be like, can you do the dishes? That's saying no, and then going ahead and doing the dishes. Hey, alright. We're gonna go grab the thing. Alright, okay, it's upstairs in the safe. Let me go get it and you can take it. I feel kind of bad and I'm scared he's gonna murder us. Alright, you climb the stairs to your bedroom, careful not to wake Sam, who is cocooned in the duvet as usual. You open the wardrobe, unlock the safe, and retrieve the passport. A sleepy voice breaks the silence. Alex, what's going on? We can either say, nothing, sweetheart, don't worry about it, go back to sleep. Or Chris is downstairs, they're leaving the country and they need my passport to do it. So are we going to let her know it's that we're doing something illegal, or are we just going to keep her in the dark? Her, him, whatever you want to choose. It's our partner. I just choose her automatically. We're still broke as poor, so that's fun. B, we're telling Sam. Alright, let's tell Sam. Sam sits bolt upright now, all thoughts of sleep gone. What? They're leaving the country? Are things really that bad? We can either say, apparently, but they'll be fine if they can leave. Chris can take my passport and get out. Or B, according to Chris, but I'm not so sure. I don't know if I really want to give up my passport. So we can be nice about it with Sam, or we can tell Sam straight up that we don't really care that much. This is a nice bedroom, goddamn. We got a nice room. Weird fucking lamp, though. Excuse me. Oh. Alright, let's be nice. So we're doing the first one. Okie dokie. Apparently, but they'll be fine if they can leave. Chris can take my passport and get out. The worry lines on Sam's forehead seems to relax. Thank you. We have to look out for family. And I know if my little Chrissy, and if I know my little Chrissy, it's probably all one big overreaction. We could say, exactly, let's just take this downstairs and then, let me take the English. Exactly, let me just take this downstairs. Oop, gotta head out. Okay. I can do it, don't worry. So how I'm getting this is we're gonna be nice about it with Sam, but be an asshole to Chris, because why not? Let's do A though. Alright. We'll do that. Have a good day. I will try to stream this game a little later. You can always come back and watch the stream again. It should be on my YouTube. Thanks for joining. Let's see. You close the safe and head back downstairs to find Chris at the table fidgeting. They jump up as soon as you re-enter the kitchen. So, have you got it? Yes, I'm here. Good luck with everything. We're sorry, Chris. It's against the law. You'll just have to accept it. So we've been talking about giving it to him. So we're just gonna do that. We're gonna give him the passport. For the first time, Chris actually smiles. It's infectious. Thanks. I really appreciate this. I'll get back in touch once I'm safely out of the country. Chris takes the passport and breathing a sigh of relief, grabs the neon fluorescent suitcase and heads out into the night. You head to bed, hoping you can prize some of the duvet. Prize? Pry? I'm guessing it's pry. Prize some of the duvet away from Sam without waking them. Alright, so we helped our brother-in-law. Day 8. Ooh. We're going back. It is time. Oh. There we go. Yippee! Ooh, a cake sale. Boink. Who's that? I'm sure one of these guys are Dave.
First of all, let's get the power on. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. Right, let's load up the adverts.
Let's see. Mr. Snugglehead, should we play? Is this toy safe? Well, shit, I'm tempted. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Let's do Alan James again. I like Alan. Should be played. Introducing the Advances Go-Getters Teen Team. Yeah, why not? Let's get on the government's good side. Excuse me.
These 2 buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them. And they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here
just so you guys can see it.
Seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice.
He's talking about this right here.
One more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So, like with the adverts, choose carefully. And we're off.
Mm. Okay, so what we choose here is gonna really affect the game.
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon. 10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight: destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office,
let's see.
we asked exactly who's leading this charge.
Let's make him look nice.
Discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker.
We're gonna try and make the government look good on this play.
Raising living standards for the vast majority of the country. I'll be asking my guess if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Rillington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement.
We're doing good. That's good.
At a press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr.
Interesting. Let's see. Let's do.
Have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was
Let's do that.
unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course,
We're gonna make him look good.
in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves
Let's do.
one of the capital's hottest clubs.
You know, let's do B. Vomit warning. It's gonna come up on the big screen. 3, 2, 1. Look away now.
And judging from the angle and velocity of that spray, it looks like Johnny may have been celebrating a little bit too much. I certainly wouldn't want to be his dry cleaner.
And you're safe. There you go.
Promising a radical new position on crime. How afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with
We're gonna do this one.
the justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach? All that and mega more for the group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh. Shit. There we go. That's the right button. There we go.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no.
Interesting.
I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is Right, Jeremy.
I love that's the title. That's the title cover.
That's what they want.
What's the fucking word? Cover page.
Realise that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully.
Interesting.
It's the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, who will be laughing then?
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always fine.
Interesting.
The truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made
Imagine he's right. That would be so funny.
And is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're
Interesting.
wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your
That's one way to put it.
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If advanced
They're putting chemicals in the water. They're turning the freaking frogs gay.
dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
Oh, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National...
And start. There we go.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see for the shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
Yippee!
Saying I'll do what I can, that's all.
Bullshit, you will. She's good, you know that.
I've said a bit of wording, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody. These little jokey's gonna get put to a water.
If that sticks, I'll just
Five, 4, 3.
Yippee!
Welcome back. In our second segment...
Oh my god, I love this section. Before I do this section, there is going to be... I think the nicest way I could put it is fetishing kind of things. When I say that, it's not like they're like kink shaming or anybody, or they're like throwing it in their face. It just shows some people in not having sex. I will say that they're not having sex, but they're actively doing something. There's no way of putting it. The outfits are interesting. That's the only way I could put it, honestly. So have fun with that information.
That's what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front.
All right.
Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. Oh, the problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servant.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peels, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a...
We're gonna check that out later.
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or cosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that...
And here it is.
Bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimp's escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in the box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gimp space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy said...
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said get back in your gimp space. No! Naughty! You beast, Clive!
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morale.
There you go. There's literally no way that I could, like, explain that part. But it is one of my favorites.
Has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a swat. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony! I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
This one's, yeah?
Yep. One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
The little boy?
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal there, Tony.
Fucking way, lads. Believe that.
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, you were literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, about to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order.
Interesting.
After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
Welcome back, everybody.
I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't know, you won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip: when the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
Sean's on his way. Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be? This is on you.
10 seconds, everybody.
Here we go.
Megan, camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one.
Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history, Aristotle. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences, and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like, maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny, because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go at this old democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we ballywell are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi, Gary. Oh, heavens, no! It's Gary the Fist! Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year? Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father? Violent father.
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake!
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money. Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist. Not today.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? What do you mean not today? My arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going!
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I, Gary the Fist. And you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah! And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah. But I can't fight all three of you. And I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to remain. So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel lads. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist. But that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum, and for dinner he had to wait. Oh, where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice
Oh,
to
God.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes!
Well, thankfully that's all we have
Oh,
time for
God.
on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
There you go.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, please get these twats out of my studio.
There you go. How fun. So I got A+ in all of them, so that's good at least. Oh. So I'm not as poor, so that's good. So the government likes me a lot so far. That's good. And the channel still likes me. Let's see. I just want to see something here.
Well, where is he? In his dressing room, probably banging his head against the wall. Looks right, I've got this. I'm sure he's on his way.
Come on, it's welcome back. How hard?
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people. Richford Sixth Form
So I can't hear him either
today
way.
received a
Alright.
grant from
Interesting.
All that, and Megan Wolfe with a group of young actors.
back, everybody. Can we get the gets in quickly, please?
We actually had to make the book indestructible because people tried to set it on fire too much. It's like
Thanks for coming on.
bonfires.
Thanks
in
for
town
having me.
centres, But Alan James, no doubt you've read my stuff.
I try not to, if I'm honest.
Behave.
Oh no.
Literally earn.
10 seconds, everybody.
We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2.
We're just seeing if there's any secrets.
She meant by that.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
Okay. Alright, not too bad. Alright. So I'm gonna save and quit. I've been playing for about an hour and a half. Oh!
And I'm Jeremy Jones. Our main headlines tonight.
What's that? Mm. Okay. Yeah, so we got some challenges. Not too bad. Alright. Alright, so. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna start streaming a little more of this game eventually. Maybe soon. We will see what happens. Excuse me. I hope you guys enjoyed whatever you saw. I know it wasn't much, but we will get to it eventually. We'll get more. So, it does start, excuse me, getting a little more interesting very soon. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope to see you guys again very, very soon. See ya.